What's up, guys? It's another edition of the WCB podcast, a part of the Hockey Podcast Network presented by DraftKings. It's Jarom. This is a little bit of a different intro because we hit record, and we just kind of free talked all episode. There was no rhyme or reason to what we were talking about. Dog days of summer are here. Not a lot of hockey news. We talked about teams, messing with the salary cap and why is it okay for one team to do A, but team B can't do it. We talked about Bedard signing in Chicago. We talked about Hossa. We talked about McDavid signing in Chicago and the Hawks winning 8 straight consecutive Stanley Cups and all that fun stuff. So make sure you tune into the whole episode and enjoy.
The WCB Podcast, your source for all things Chicago Blackhawks and everything hockey. With your host, let's do it, Jarom, Tanner, and Nolly.
Did you see the ones that I was talking about before?
Yeah.
I didn't look at them.
Yeah.
It was 08 and 09. So Tavares and Stamkos years. And then in the other one, what was it?
12 and something. 11, 12.
12 and 11. Yeah, it might have been 11 and 12, which is like the Yakupov and Nugent Hopkins years. 11 and 12. Yeah. It's like, what are some bad drafts?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta take really bad drafts and make a team out of them.
Yeah, it's with the, what was it? I saw an Instagram post today, whatever. It was just when was the last time the top 4 or the top 5 picks were out of the NHL within 11 years of them being drafted? I was just oh my God, yeah, what a terrible draft. Top end of that draft. And the best player out of that draft currently. This is the weird one. So I don't know if you know this, but Freddie Anderson was drafted twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was drafted in 2010 and then redrafted in 2012. And he's currently one of the best players out of the 2012 draft, but also the 2012 draft is goalie heavy with Freddie Anderson, Connor Hellebuck, and Vasilevsky. Those are the top 3 players out of that draft. And then it's Philip Forsberg, Hampus Lindholm, Morgan Riley. But man, the fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not 5. Sorry, Morgan Riley's 5th. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4 was not good. I can't believe Yakupov ended up with 350 games played.
Yeah, on 6 teams?
Yeah, maybe.
Bounced around.
He had 100 and no, he only played for 2 teams. What are you talking about? It was Colorado.
3.
Oh, St. Louis.
Yeah, he jumped to St. Louis too.
But he had 136 points. It's not the worst. He's just never should have been first.
I saw that same post and somebody commented on it and said it was a Sabres fan and it was I forget what exactly they said, but they're Griffin Reinhart. I haven't heard that name and it was so funny. And then I
read that comment too. That was fucking hilarious.
Everybody just
ripping. That's a name I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah. Everybody just ripping on the owner of the Oilers because everybody said nobody in Edmonton wanted Yakupov besides the owner. That's the only reason they took him.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you remember that draft year? Was he even the consensus first overall?
I don't think so.
Was there even a?
No, I don't think there was.
Yeah.
They wanted
those years are so weird, man.
Who did they want? They wanted a
Did they want Griffin Reinhart? Because they ended up with him, didn't they?
No, they wanted I don't even know. I can't think of his name.
Is he a forward?
I think it was a defenseman.
Reinhart, Riley, Lindholm, Dumba, Pouliot, Trouba, Cuckoo.
It might have been Murray, actually.
Oh, Ryan Murray. Oh, yeah, he's sucking.
Yeah. It might have been him.
Hey, he's got a cup.
And
it doesn't show that he has a cup. Yeah. It doesn't show that he has a cup on Hockey Reference. That's weird. 37 games during the year. Did he play any in the playoffs?
I don't think he did.
Was he not eligible to be on the cup? No fucking way. He didn't play in the playoffs. He didn't have enough games played. His name's not on the cup.
Wonder he might have got a ring though.
Maybe. Because what is it, like 41 games played during this season?
I think it's I think it's over half.
Yeah, he only had
Half.
37.
And then
Yeah, that's just to
four-
get your name on the cup. The team can
Yeah.
get as many rings as they want.
Yeah, but he's still not listed as a Stanley Cup champion,
Yeah, it's true.
which is crazy.
Because I think Bickle technically people talk about Bickle and Crawford winning the 2010 Cup, but they're not on the cup or anything like that. They
were just the Black Aces.
Yeah.
They didn't contribute enough during the season or the playoffs to be on there.
Not yet. They didn't.
Not yet.
Oh, foreshadow. Ooh.
I'm so glad we're recording this.
I was about to say, I mean, this is the
Oh.
episode. I'm not even, I was going to literally put this all in.
Ross Colton. Man, I wish we got him.
Ross Colton signed, what, 4 years?
4 years, $4 million.
The Brian Bickle deal.
I know it's a good deal.
It is a good deal. The kid's sick. He's going to be, who do they have as second line center right now?
Johansson, right?
Oh, that's right, dude. He'll take over Johansson's spot.
Is
He's
this
just, what Collar? I mean, he's in Tampa. He's playing behind Stamkos and Point. There's no fucking way.
is
And
this Tampa's downfall year?
probably. I don't know, man. They signed Tanner Chanot, so there you go.
They're over the cap right now.
Yeah, when aren't they over the
Yeah,
cap?
I'm curious what's gonna happen. There's a few teams, good handful of teams over the cap still.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams are over the cap right now.
Even with injuries, you still have to be cap compliant. Am I wrong? What?
Yeah, I know. I don't understand where are these players going to go. And I mean, Toronto's one of them. They still haven't even signed Samsonov.
Yeah, Toronto is the worst offender.
Mm-hmm.
$8 million over the cap. What's the plan?
So weird seeing Seabrook on Tampa's
Yeah.
LTIR.
Yeah.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Another 6.875 mil.
Man,
No state income.
is Jake Muzzin done playing hockey?
Yeah.
Do you think that they are able to trade his contract to Arizona?
So here's the thing. I always get confused with that kind of stuff because those kinds of teams want guys on LTIR because during the season it gives them more cap space, which doesn't make any sense that you have to be under before the season, but once the season starts, the more you have of those, it gives you more cap space. It doesn't.
It's because the salary cap is broke. It's a broken goddamn system in the NHL.
I guess this is where we could just start talking. Last episode, I said we need a full episode on circumventing the cap because all these teams that three-way trade where you get 25%, I get 25%, and then you get the remaining. How is that not the same thing as circumventing the cap? How is trading LTIR guys nonstop to teams that are over the cap just so they can get more cap space, not circumventing the cap? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, even you're saying, in the opposite direction, a team like Arizona, that's cap circumvention. You're still below the cap floor. You're not.
You're paying guys not to play for your team more than you're paying guys to play for your team.
And typically most of the time you're not even paying those guys at full AAV, right? They're paying the base salary, which is, if it's towards the end of those deals that were happening, a lot of those are fucking peanuts to what the actual goes against the cap. So
I was gonna say most of those deals are front loaded, so they end up paying $1 million only.
Yeah. So I wonder, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not something that's gonna be changed, but Anaheim still needs to reach the cap floor.
I would say Anaheim's probably the team. Arizona only they have less than $9 million in cap space. Is that the most cap they've ever had?
Dude, they have, well, wait until this happens because they got Voracek, Shea Weber, Brian Little, and Travis Dermott all on their LTIR. 8.25, 7.8.
22 million.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I forgot about Brian Little.
Yeah, we all did.
Holy shit. Now that's a name I haven't heard. And
yeah,
That's
that's tough, dude.
wild.
They're paying 7.5 on Voracek's salary.
Dude,
Shea Weber is 1 million each of the next 3 years. They're only paying.
They're also they're
7.8.
getting hit on the OEL buyout.
Yeah, that one's tough.
And then they're getting hit with the Zach Cassian and Patrick Nemeth buyout. So they have so much money just like dead. It's like close to 25 million.
That OEL buyout actually isn't that bad for them.
No, it's not.
But no, is that
20,000 this year, and then it goes up a little
the
bit.
highest it is 650,000. It's not bad
Yeah.
at all, actually.
So is it only affect them because they retain salary?
Yeah.
Okay, so if they would have traded him,
So whatever they
if they'll retain salary, then the buyout doesn't.
They get hit with like the percentage of the retained salary buyout.
I
So
think
they retain 12%.
I think the only reason like you would get like the Hawks got hit with Keith's is because that was like an illegal contract or like the over 30.
Yeah.
It was like he was over a certain age when he signed it. So if you trade and then that guy got out,
it was because it was like a 12-year contract.
Here's the thing, though. This is the thing with the Hawks with that contract. It's like, why are the Hawks getting punished for a contract that was perfectly legal when it was signed?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. But then you're gonna have all these teams go and
fuck
with the salary cap. With the first overall pick, yeah. We'll trade the first overall pick so we get $5 million off of our cap
for 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. I just don't understand. Like I said, this whole salary cap system is just fucking broken in the NHL, and it's so stupid.
Any sense whatsoever? The things that like they allow, and then the things that they don't allow. Like you got fucking Joffrey Loophole snowboarding in the fucking winter, but he's too hurt to fucking play in the NHL. LTIR, like,
yeah, that's a weird one.
And didn't he come out and say too? He's like, "This is bullshit." He's like, "I could play hockey." He goes, "The team's telling me not to, that I can't, or something." Like, wasn't that like?
He had to take down his post, and like the team was like, "We had doctors come in and test him." It's like, yeah, I'm sure you guys had your doctors come in.
Yeah, if the team was playoff bound and he's fucking ready game one, you know.
That's the shit I don't get either. Like, why not just trade him? Like, just because you're getting the extra cap space because of he's on LTIR. Like, why not just somewhere where he could play?
Was he a bad contract?
Let's look it up.
I don't remember what.
I'm sure it was worse. I feel like he was like signed later with them, so like it ended up not being great.
Joffrey, 5.25.
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
5.25 and that
5.25.
What year?
13. He signed it through 18.
Yeah, he had 2 years of just not playing that contract.
Yeah, like why not just move him?
I don't know.
So like salary cap was only when he signed that after the 12-13 season, or
it was going into the 13-14 season.
He signed it on January 20th, 2013.
So that salary cap at that time was $64,300,000.
Jesus.
His salary wasn't very front loaded, so he was still making like 5.25 and 3.75 the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Ooh,
fucking
cap
friendly paid to hang out.
Yeah, right.
Estimates on salary cap for the next 2 years.
What?
Cap Friendly has estimates what the salary cap could be in the next 2 years. Ooh, maybe.
Where do you see that?
Oh, boy.
Maybe. 2024, 2025, it's estimated to be 87.5. 25-26 estimated to be 92 million.
How?
That's that ESPN money finally kicking in.
Holy shit.
Oh, never mind.
Do you remember what the salary cap started at when they first introduced it?
Wasn't it
40.
Wasn't it like 45?
What did you say, Tanner?
I said 40.
39.
Yeah.
What?
God damn.
Well, I mean, before that, guys were fucking getting paid too.
Yeah.
Like there were some big ass contracts before that.
It wasn't Sergei Fedorov making like almost 20 mil in
Yeah.
like the late 90s.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, man.
There was
He
some
was so good though.
Salary
yeah,
cap.
he's so gross.
Salary cap in 2012, 2013 actually went down $4 million.
Fucking it, dude, cap friendly. 97, 98. Sergei Fedorov made $28 million.
One season.
One
Yeah,
season.
He didn't even come close to
28
that
million.
any other year though.
No, not even close.
His
But
next
that's
closest was 4.2.
that's insane. No, because in 03 he signed an actual contract that
Oh.
has the breakdown, and he was making 5.248, but the base salary on that one was 8 million.
I didn't see that down there.
So the NHL lockout made him all the contracts 24% less. Jesus. Fuck that.
We're playing just let's look up player names, player contracts from pre-cap era.
I think like, oh man,
Dude, Sergei Fedorov is a monster.
he's so underrated.
I mean, he was just on such a good Red Wings team that like is overshadowed by like Steve Yzerman and Nick Lidstrom.
Fucking 120 points in 93-94.
He's so he almost finished his career at a point per game. That's insane.
I love scrolling down and seeing the old school Mighty Ducks of Anaheim logo on people's
Yeah, right.
stats.
Should we do like an intro?
I was just gonna add one in later.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
this is interesting
Speaking of
conversation.
contract, Connor
Yeah.
Bedard,
Hey, let's get actually started with like some
Hawks talk.
structure. Some structure.
yeah,
It's a free talk episode. No rules. No rules.
put your shirt back on.
The one thing that we really have to talk about when it comes to Blackhawks hockey is Connor Bedard.
He's of
Happy
age.
birthday. He's of age.
He's of age.
To sign a
Release-
contract.
I can release all my Connor Bedard fanfics now.
No, that's weird.
Get Harper Bedard isn't as
Age,
weird
sign a
anymore.
contract. It was so funny. What was it like last week or 2 weeks ago when we were talking, and I was like, "Do you guys think that he hasn't signed because he's not 18 yet?" And we were all like, "Oh yeah, maybe." And then all these people like were talking like, "I wonder when he's gonna sign." And then like the day of, everybody's like, "Oh right, he's 18 now. He can sign. That makes sense." Like
I had seen somewhere that like Sidney Crosby signed when he was 17 still.
well, then he should have been able
So,
to do it too. He
I
got
don't
his
think
number at the
that was the case. I think maybe they were just like, yeah, when do you want to sign? He's like, can I do it on my birthday? Like,
I mean,
and they would
it's
just be
so
like, yeah,
close.
sure, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, let's see.
Connor, you can do whatever you want.
Connor,
Crosby
you own the city now, so whatever you want.
Crosby
to
signed
do.
his first contract on my birthday in 2005.
Oh, shit.
That's weird. He didn't sign it on 8/7.
Yeah, right. So he waited a month and 2 days to sign it. So like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, happy birthday, kid. Here's 92K. Spend it wisely.
950.
Well,
No.
bonus.
Signing bonus.
Hmm.
Was it 92 or 95?
92, I believe.
Yeah, right.
So I want to know
95 signing bonus.
what the signing bonuses or the extra bonuses are.
Oh, the performance bonuses?
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know. It's probably like
you can make up to 3.5.
it's probably maybe award based because
Could be, yeah.
or points based. I don't know.
Games played.
I wish it would break it down because you know how like they broke down the performance bonus for Patrice Bergeron last year was like playing 10 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how
I don't know why they don't
how
show that.
do we get that specifics? Maybe he gets like a huge bonus for like Calder.
I'm sure it's Calder. I'm sure it's like like you
Now,
said,
because
I wonder if it's like
he has
play.
performance bonuses for all 3 seasons, so it's not like
Here,
you can do
here are the
Calder 3
milestones that a
years.
forward like Bedard can achieve to claim the Type A bonus.
Yeah, Type A bonus. That's what it's called. I forgot
That's
about
what we're
that.
looking for.
20 goals, 35
That's why
assists,
you
60
produce this.
points.
What?
60 points.
20 goals, 35 assists, 60 points.
Is it?
That's 55.
Each one is a bonus.
I believe
Gotta
so.
be.
The way this is listed,
Okay.
top 6 forward on the team in terms of time on ice.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Top 3 forward on his team in terms of plus minus.
Ooh.
All you have to do is be close to 0. You'll be okay.
0.73 points per game.
Oh wow.
Selected to the all rookie team.
Yeah.
Easy.
Selected to the all-star game.
I could see it.
And named all-star MVP.
Whoa. That's
Damn. That's enough. That's one of them.
Type
For
B
rookie
bonuses.
contract?
Yeah, Type B bonuses
Holy
are
shit.
worth 2.5 million, are capped at just 1 per season. And are considerably more difficult to achieve. In order to earn a Type B bonus, Bedard will have to be among the top 10 NHL players in any of the following categories in a given season: goals, assists, points per game. Also, he can win any of the following awards: Hart, Selke, Conn Smythe, or Rocket. He can also be named first or second all-star team, a selection made each year by the Professional Hockey Writers Association. Many of these milestones, including most of the Type E bonuses, require a minimum of 42 games played in a season.
So he's got a chance, man. Holy shit.
A lot of those, yeah.
So if he just hits
the awards, but
so if he just hits one of those, he's top 10 in goals, he automatically gets 2.5 million.
Jesus.
What would be like basing off of last season? What would have been top 10 in goals?
They hit 30. Johnson.
Oh, and Type A. Sorry, I didn't read this part. Type A, he can earn up to 4 of them per season.
Yeah.
With each being worth an additional. His former player can earn up to 4 of them in a given season, with each being worth an additional 250,000 up to a cap of 1 million.
Yeah, that makes sense because the maximum, it says on Cap Friendly, the maximum potential performance bonus is 3.5, so it's probably per season.
2.5 and the 1. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Plus
So what?
Plus his Sherwood fucking signing, plus his Lulu signing, plus his actual contract.
Hyundai's got him already. BioSteel's got him already.
He needs to be, if he's gonna hit like top 10 in goals, he's gonna need to put up at least like 40, like mid 40s to hit that one.
Not in rookies, like top 10, like
top 10 in the league.
In the league with the big boys.
What about assists?
Wait, goals are going.
Assists? Oh, dude, he's got to hit. He's got to hit probably close to 70
for what?
Assists? To get top 10 in assists. Right now, like Jason Robertson was 10th this past season at 63.
And then what about points?
Since you got 100. He has to hit over 100 to be top 10.
What was 10?
102.
102.
Elias Patterson.
Sneaky 100.
The thing is, though, it's like.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised with if he's as advertised and all that. Which I talked to somebody who's on the ice with him, and said that this kid is more than advertised. He said this is the best player he's ever skated with in his life. Like what this kid is capable of doing, even with a bare minimum team around him,
with just Taylor Hall,
and Lucas Reichel.
Yeah. Dude,
so
if out of all of those, I can see him probably getting the top 10 goals is probably his best shot, because he's going to be looked at as like the one to fucking score, and he's got the insane shot. So,
and it's going to be interesting how the power play set up with him and Hall. Harry's probably going to be front. Jones is going to be quarterbacking it up top. So
I don't know if Perry would be
Johnson.
In front. Yeah, I don't know if Perry would be in front over like Taylor Radish.
Maybe we have Taylor Radish.
If we have Taylor Radish, yeah.
So the second unit's going to be interesting, but it's probably going to be Yeah, maybe Rash front.
Reichel.
I don't know if he makes the first unit. They might go Johnson.
Like you go
Johnson
Seth
and the
Jones.
bumper.
Seth Jones going left D, Reichel right.
Go
With
4-1.
what were we just talking about? Taylor Hall right side. Fucking Connor Bedard setting up on the left with Radish in front. Everybody's on their like offhand, like you know what I'm talking about.
What about Foligno in front?
He'd probably
He's not getting power play first line time, I don't think. I
No,
mean,
I'm not saying like I'm not saying first, I'm just
possible
saying in general.
at
I'm just
some
saying on
point.
one of the units.
I was gonna say him
Maybe.
and Perry probably fight for a second unit spot. I mean, Perry might. Well, Johnson will probably get bumper spot at one point in one of them, because he's so good in that position anyway.
I was watching the fucking NHL release that like every goal the Blackhawks scored this past season.
Yeah,
Man, I got so jazzed.
Yeah,
but like Tyler Johnson, man, scored some really clutch goals.
Yeah, he did. Radish, it felt like every single one of Radish's goals, like he was like
just standing in front
of the crease.
Yeah, just standing right in front of the net.
Right there. And I forgot that him and fucking Anthony Ciu both hit 20 this year.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. I feel like I'm hearing their name a lot. I just like pulled up all the stats. I was like, oh yeah, that's because they each hit 20. That's sick.
Yeah, right.
Anthony Ciu good power play time for sure. And then you also I forgot about is Gutman.
Yeah, Gutman. That's right.
I'd say Anthony Ciu is the second
unit.
Second unit.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna move guys around, obviously, but like Bedard's probably the only one that's gonna be for sure first unit power play.
And
first unit everything.
And Hall.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, looking at the stats from this year, there was a lot of guys that had some sneaky seasons. Like Braden Point, just unheard of, like 50 goals this year. Like nobody's
right.
just like he just sneakily put up 50 and like nobody batted an eye at it. I also have McDavid's stats up right now, and his AAA U16 team, 88 games played. Can you guys guess how many points he had?
217.
What?
I said 217. He said what? 175?
275.
209. You guys both overshot.
I was close, man. You're fucking 8 over.
He almost had a goal a game. He had 79 goals in 88 games. And then 130 assists. Oh, it's gross.
Weird.
It's so weird seeing him not get 100 points his rookie year, but it's because he missed half the season.
Yeah.
But then you look down at like the 2021 shortened season, and it's only 11 games more, and he had over 100 points. It's just
he's a fucking freak, man.
Crazy.
It's silly. God, I hope we can just compare those two together one day. Just their stats compared to each other. It'll be so much fun.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw this post on NBC Sports Chicago, but they were doing some facts from the Blackhawks' first regular season game after Connor Bedard was born.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tanner, since you haven't seen it,
yeah.
So the first game was October 5th, 2005. I was going to say 2005. 2005.
I remember when NHLs used to come out and it'd be like, oh, NHL 08, NHL 09, and then it was just like NHL 10, and it was like the weirdest thing. And now NHL 23, like it's just normal now. It's so weird. And then going back to like 05.
So it was the home opener. They lost to the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim 5-3. Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook both made their NHL debut that game. Mark Bell, Curtis Brown, and Renee Bork scored for the Blackhawks.
Renee Bork, noted name that player character.
Character?
Nikolai Javy-Bulin was the starting goaltender for the Blackhawks.
Oh yeah, baby.
And Luke Richardson had just played in game 1,247 of his 1,417 NHL career games.
No way.
All from just 4 months after Connor Bedard was born. 2 months after Connor Bedard was born.
Yeah, dude. Bedard's not that hard of a name, Jarom. Come on. You gotta get better.
Yeah, right.
And I know. Other Chicago facts. The Cubs beat the Pirates 8-2 with Carlos Zambrano picking up the W. Tiger Woods won his second Open championship and his 10th major victory, beating I don't know who that is. By 5 shots at St. Andrews.
Andrews.
And the Bears are going to training camp with their number 4 overall pick, Cedric Benson.
I'm really glad that
Cedric Benson. Wow.
The Tiger Woods Chicago stats. That was sweet.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It
right.
was listed on there, but you know what? It's golf. It's open week anyways, so why not read it?
Those are the sexy Rexy years, right? For the Bears.
Yeah, I think
Rex
so.
Grossman.
That's great.
In 2000,
man.
okay, so how about this? In 2005, 2006 season, Patrick Kane was playing for the United States National U18 team, the national development team. He put up 68 points.
Sick.
That's not bad.
And then 34. Oh no, sorry. Here's the big one. In 15 games in the NOL for the U.S. National U18 team, he put up in 15 games, 17 goals, 17 assists.
Pretty good.
Dude, Kane's numbers are fucking nuts too as a kid.
17 and 17 guy, huh? Almost a 35 and 35 guy.
35,
Almost.
34. Almost.
45.
43 games.
Oh, you speaking of going back to U16 AAA, Kaner stats, 70 games, 160 points, 83 goals.
For Honey Baked, yeah.
He
played for Honey Baked?
Could you imagine being a 16-year-old and you got like a McDavid or a Kane and they're putting up a fucking over a goal a game and you're just like, well, I guess I'm not going to make it to the show. Like, I don't stand a chance.
How many goalies just quit hockey from playing like against Connor McDavid?
You probably just didn't quit. You were probably just like, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. It's like Goldberg in the first Mighty Ducks. Here, you want it? Just take it.
Oh my God. Where is Gretzky? Do you ever see that Gretzky stat where it's like his 1 year of like junior, he had like 300 and something points?
His stats are fucking gross. Yeah, he got banned from minor hockey, I'm pretty sure, because his stats were so disgusting.
Oh God, I fucking love it. He was such a bad coach though, too. Holy shit.
Take the greatest player of all time and just make him a coach and see how well we do.
I'm telling you, players are better in management than they are coaching.
I mean, as a coach, you're probably just like, how can you not do this? I can do this.
Yeah.
No, you got to be a third, fourth line guy to be a good coach.
Right. Yeah.
Luke Richardson.
I'm saying.
But,
yeah. Here. Fucking 1971. I don't know how old he was. I'm not going to do the math. 85 games played. Guess how many fucking points he had?
360.
That's under the amount of goals he had.
Shut up. Are you kidding me?
He had 517 points, 378 goals.
Oh my God.
He was 10 years old, by the way. And 71. He was 10. He was born 61.
Gross.
What is he playing with?
It didn't matter.
No, like who are these kids he's playing against? He's just, and also how ruthless was he? Where he's just like, I'm scoring 9 points a game. Fuck you.
Dude, and then the next 2 years, they don't even have his stats, like games played or anything. They just have the amount of goals he scored, 105 and 192. That's it. They don't have any points, assists, games played. They just put the goals in there because like we lost count of everything else. So 370.
Jesus Christ.
He was scoring 4.5 goals per game that year. Just goals.
Just over a hat trick a game. Pretty good.
Yeah, I guess he's all right.
I was just gonna say, because it's on top of my head, but like only other thing like for Hawks that I can think of, isn't Kurashev's arbitration hearing this week?
Yeah, it's on Thursday.
We're gonna see how much Kurashev is gonna be worth. And you know how I was saying, like I like Kurashev, he kind of does whatever. After watching that the Blackhawks goal video. It's like, damn, Kurashev's got some sick goals, man.
Dude, we were talking about that. He just like has that random fucking whoa, hey, what's up? And then he just disappears.
It's unreal.
There's another one, yeah.
Yeah.
He just cannot put it all together. That's the problem. It's like he just can't get consistent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair to him, he jumps up and down the lineup, and he's in a different role every fucking night. So it's kind of hard to be consistent, but he could be a little more consistent than
That's
what
fair.
he was.
Yeah. That's fair. And do you think we're going to start seeing a little bit more consistency out of the lines this year? Or do you think it's going to still be kind of like blunder? Or is that the first line going to be kind of like the first line and then 2 through 4?
I think it'll be a little bit of a blunder, but not as much as it has been, just because they're going to want a little consistency for Bedard. But I feel like they're also going to jump Reichel up sometimes, drop him down sometimes, like just so he gets exposed to playing with Bedard. But also, like, I think he's going to be better suited for the second line this year, Reichel, personally, because I think he's not fully ready for the huge jump. And putting him on second line, like, Bedard's facing top D, top shutdown line every single night. So throwing Reichel out on the second line, like, that's just going to give him more space every night because he's not getting double covered like Bedard, like with Bedard on the ice with him. So, but he'll definitely come up and play with him.
Who do you put with him in that first line with Bedard when it's not Reichel? Just curious.
Honestly, I kind of like.
I mean, Hall.
I mean, Hall. I think Hall. I think Hall and Bedard are the locks. Like, that's going to be.
I like Hall Radish top line, honestly. I think Radish will do a lot to help those two guys get the puck. And obviously, like we were just saying, like, he's net front for every fucking goal that he scores. So it's like, that's a guy you need on your line. You don't need another, like, I don't think you want Taylor Hall to be the net front guy, like grimy in the corners, which he can be. But like on this type of team, I don't think you want him to do that. So I think that would honestly, like, I think Radish makes more sense on that line. I can't wait for Reichel. I think he's gonna be nasty, but like,
yeah,
I think he needs another year of just getting a little space and, like I said, just not getting that first D pairing.
Give him a year. This is gonna probably be his first full year where no questions asked. He's gonna be in the NHL. There's not gonna be the up and down bullshit. So now he needs to.
And watching that every goal video, like, I forgot how at the end of the year he was really starting to fucking come into his own too. Like, he was really starting to light it up, and I just got all excited all over again for him.
Well, yeah, the thing with that too is, like, he was playing like basically top line when he was playing last year. So like giving him like the not top line minutes where he's facing like lesser defenseman, I guess, he's probably going to shine even more. So,
God, the confidence.
But like the thing about the Lions too is I still think it's going to be somewhat of a blunder. Like, the only time you're not switching the lines up constantly is when your team's winning. Like, this team's not going to be winning a lot of games, so like, they're gonna mix things around pretty often. But I, like you said though, I still think the first line will probably show a little bit more consistency versus all the other three.
Don't fuck with Bedard. You don't fuck with.
Well, he starts fourth line, fucking.
He gets the Shane Wright fucking treatment, or the Cole Caulfield before fucking St. Louis came in.
Give him his 9 games and send him back down to the WHL.
But let him play in the World Juniors again. Make him wait till halfway through the season, just getting a per diem till fucking December.
God.
But no, I mean, Anthony, Johnson, and Reichel, I don't hate that for a second line. I mean, I don't love it, but like, I don't hate that. Like, we'll see if Johnson can stay healthy, but I mean, that's your muck and grind kind of guy right there. And then Anthony just got gross hands, but I don't know. It's not the best line, but it's not the worst either.
What's up, guys? As you know, the show is brought to you by DraftKings, and new customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code THPN. Bet just $5 to score $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's code THPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Massachusetts, call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinem.org. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Kansas, call 1-800-247-00. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino Resort, on West Virginia, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. All games regulated by West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly in partnership with Hollywood Casino at Charlestown's Race in Connecticut. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 21 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after insurance. 1 boost per eligible game. Opt-in require max bet $50. 10 plus leg required for 100% boost. Eligibility, wagering, deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if Gutman can play like how he was playing last year, because I fucking love the way his style of play. Just that fucking rat out there.
Dude, it's funny how they just keep bringing up like Hagel, Shaw, Gutman, Lafferty, like these guys, like they always just find one, and it's just the best.
Yeah, those are my favorite types of players too, man. Like the
I
guys
know.
that when they're out there, they're going balls to the wall. You notice them all the time.
Yeah.
And then the difference between those kinds of guys and like somebody like Mike Hardman, like that also does that, is like they can finish.
Yeah. Then
Was it like Highmore, Hardman, fucking Ben Smith, like all those guys like go hard, but like only the guys like Gutman and Hagel, like those guys finish, and it's like that's where you're like, you got me all the way there, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they love getting into the shit, and then they love just fucking being a part of every single thing that happens on the ice.
And how about Cap Friendly right now having Gutman on Perry's line? Oh, fucking talk about learning from the best. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's got Foligno, Gutman, and Perry.
You know what's funny? Like I saw a video on Instagram the other day. It was when Perry was going by and took Semon's stick.
Yeah, Alexander.
Oh, I remember that.
And I remember being like that's fucking annoying. And now that he's on the Hawks, I'm like, oh dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
But back to Kurashev, since we got sidetracked there real quick though. Arbitration hearing is Thursday. He was making $750,000 last year. What do you think? Or did we have this conversation already?
We did this last week. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Forgot
it's
about
like
that.
1.5.
Yeah, I think we're both. Yeah, I think we're all kind of right
two.
there.
Fuck. Keep remembering.
Yeah, it's just funny how like it seems like Kyle's being stingy, but it makes sense for like building off of like what he's going forward with, right? Because like,
hey, I mean,
you're overpaying guys like Perry and Foligno, but that's because you want their leadership. They're already proven players. Like they could probably go to a playoff team or a playoff bound team for a lot cheaper, but like you're bringing them in here knowing that we're not making the playoffs, but they're getting something else out of it.
And it's
also,
1 year.
Yeah, and it's 1 year.
And how long is it going to be having to read comments and listen to podcasts making fun of the Hawks for signing Perry and Foligno to $4 million contracts? The fucking reason they did it is for fucking salary cap. Like,
well, here's the other thing. I would love to see the contracts on like those guys or like those fans, like teams. Like, who are you fucking stuck under right now, bud? Because
one was Toronto.
We're not destroyed.
Yeah,
we're not destroyed by these deals. Like we have so much space still. Like, what do you think? We're not going to be able to maneuver anything?
I was gonna say, like, yeah, like you're being stingy on Kurashev, and what you guys are probably off like $1 million in total. Like, yeah, the Hawks are probably throwing like. Does it say how much like they're in between?
No, I don't think that gets released until the actual meeting. But I also don't think it's the Hawks being stingy. I think Kurashev filed for it. I think this is a player.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't give the kid what he wants for as long as he wants, and it just kind of sets a precedent. Like, unlike Toronto, for instance, where like, you know, Nylander ended up getting what he wanted, and then Marner ended up getting what he wanted, and then Matthews ended up getting what he wanted. Now they're like as tight to the cap as they possibly could be. They're well over, but like you keep giving these guys what they want, the next guy's not going to take a discount either. You know, like Boston, like those guys all, well, not anymore, obviously, but those guys all sold in on like, let's take team friendly deals, bring in the best players we can, and fucking make this work as long as we can.
I can't wait to see how Toronto manages 4 players making $10+ million.
Well,
plus, yeah, I don't think Nylander's
trade him. Nylander's not going to make $10 million there.
And they still got Matt Murray for another year. Morgan Riley, it's 7.5.
Dude, it's crazy that Marchand's still at 6.1.
Yeah.
Boston has one guy in double digits, and it's Pasta.
And he's still kind of underpaid.
He's way underpaid. Yeah.
You could still say, yeah, he took a little bit of a discount. God, that contract just starts this year too for
Yep.
Pop. Damn, dude, that's gonna be a good ass contract in like 2 years.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's already a good contract, but like it's gonna be really good in like 2 years.
Fuck. Last thing I have for Hawks talk. We mentioned it last week with Mrazek playing goal for it, but the Hossa goodbye game. The
Mhm.
roster is starting to get more attention now. I was kind of surprised that it wasn't picked up by more Chicago outlets at least.
Mhm.
But as of the 16th, which was Sunday, here's the lineup so far: Nick Lindstrom, Zdeno Chara, Dustin Bufflin, Joel Emerson, Havlat, Sharp, Gabrick, Daniel Alfredson, Hanzus, Satan, Roosevelt, Taves, Mrazek.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird. Like you said, like he's been posting on this like every single day for the past like month.
Nobody's talked
And
about
nobody
it.
said anything. But yeah, now everybody's starting to talk about it. And like I saw somebody say, like, if this isn't televised in Chicago, like it's gonna be a disgrace. And like absolutely, like they need to get somebody out there just to like get a fucking iPhone, man. And that's fine, I'll watch it. Like just
Yeah.
record it any way you can.
Yeah, get a Zoom meeting going.
Yeah, exactly. Post up my laptop just like this.
Yeah, right.
I wish I knew Slovakian so I can actually read on the website what it says.
I know he keeps posting like mystery like on his Instagram, like, oh, who's the next player I'm gonna announce? And then like the next day he posts who it is, and I can't fucking read Slovakian, obviously. So like, I don't know any of like I just see that it's a mystery person. I don't know what any of this means.
I gotta find this now.
It's
on his Instagram.
I can't believe I'm not following Marian Hossa.
His Instagram is hilarious because I feel like he started it not too long ago, and like he basically just started it to promote his book, and now he's
that's
like just
yeah.
promoting this. Like he just
Yeah.
promotes things on there. He doesn't like actually post.
He's a
Except he
promo.
did post the other day, him and his daughters, and he
Oh,
didn't have a
God.
shirt on, and oh my god, dude, he is fucking ripped.
But you can hit C translation on Instagram, right?
Yeah, no, I know, but like it's still funny.
Yeah. I'm assuming maybe is Seabrook playing?
What does it say? Does it actually say anything?
So it says it just says guess the player in the goodbye game lineup, whatever. Hint: Canadian defense. Together we won 3 times Stanley Cup.
Keith
or Seabrook, man.
Yeah, or both. It's literally can only be those two.
Yeah. Zetterberg's playing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I mean that's the post from yesterday.
Oh shit! So I was reading a tweet from Sunday. So,
dude, it's fucking sick. I bet. Oh, I hope
this is fucking cool.
I know, right?
I love whoever's. Oh, Lubomir Visnovsky's playing too. Wow, that's weird.
He's gonna have some hometown heroes on there that are gonna be weird. I'm shocked he hasn't like announced his brother's playing.
I think his brother is.
He just hasn't been like, oh, hey, look, my brother's playing.
I mean, that's not as exciting.
He's just like, I have Zetterberg, and
I guess my brother can play too. Like,
that'd be crazy.
Mom.
That'd be crazy if Seabrook ends up playing though.
Yeah, getting paid by Tampa for
to go play in Slovakia.
Did you ever hear
to not play? That's right. Yeah, he's on LTIR. Yeah. And then NHL's like, Seabrook's healthy.
I mean, to be fair, they did that with Datsuk while he was playing in the KHL. Another fucking thing that just happened.
Cap circumvented.
Yeah, he was on the Arizona Coyotes fucking books while he was playing in the KHL. Like,
dude, it's
so I am following Hossa. How come I'm not fucking seeing this shit?
I forget. It might have been during. I forget when it was, but there's an interview with Hossa, and they were talking about his brother, like his brother playing in the NHL and stuff, and he has a Coyotes jersey hanging up at his house, and he's like, every time I walk in the house, I go, "Why you got my jersey hanging up in your house?" It's just the funniest shit that I love that the players just lean into all that shit.
So his brother is playing. You know who else is playing? noted 500 goal scorer Peter Bondra.
Peter Bondra. As soon as you start to say it.
Just like Jarom McGinley is a noted LA King, Colorado, and Boston Bruin.
Pittsburgh Penguin.
And Pittsburgh Penguin.
When in doubt, man. When in doubt. Those are three names you could always throw out. Ginla, Versteeg, and Yager. And 90% of the time it works.
Like how the one today, I was like, I can't think of anyone other than Yager for the top three. And you're like, fuck, couldn't even think of anybody. Thank you.
Talking about so if everybody's confused.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Puck Doku has gotten like really huge, I think. And then there's the crossover one. So we do 2 a day.
Yeah. We have a problem. It's fine.
I don't know if you guys have anything else from Hawks talk, but I just am curious because with the free agency obviously still open, is there anybody that you like? I mean, really, it just comes down to: does anybody think that Alex Stalock's going to get signed by anybody?
I don't know.
Like, he had such a good year.
Mm-hmm. It was such a good
backup year for our team,
especially after like having that long COVID and everything, like bouncing back. That was dude, there's a lot of names out there.
Yeah, there is.
Like none of them are like high end, but like shocking that they're not signed.
Yeah, you know what I think it is with the goalies, though?
Stalock's, I don't know, man. He because he had such a good year. Like I would think a team that like maybe needs a third that could step in and 2 and still win games. Like he showed that he fucking can get it done.
I wonder
nobody's like done anything.
But I wonder if Hellebuck, like how people are talking about Carlson's kind of holding up, some of these other players. I wonder if like Hellebuck and possibly Gibson, teams are kind of waiting to see, like teams that could use a Stalock as a goaltending depth are probably waiting to see if they are going to be out of the Gibson Hellebuck, sweepstakes where they can add him, or vice versa. They maybe need him to complement those guys coming in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, like Marty Jones is still out there too. Like, Marty Jones, Elliott, and Halak. Like, I feel like maybe not Elliott, but Jones and Halak. Like, if you're looking for a backup, I mean, Jones is probably looking to get paid because he was basically a starter last year. But I feel like those are kind of better options than Stalock. But like, still, like,
out of those options, Stalock has the best save percentage of everybody that was playing.
Yeah. But I mean, he just didn't play a ton.
Martin Jones did play more games though. He played 48. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like he was basically a starter last year.
Stalock played 27.
On a playoff team too.
Had 2 shutouts on a fucking bottom 3 team.
908.
Yeah, 908, which is just like a hair under league average too. Like he really played really well on a not good team.
Yeah. Fucking Brian Elliott.
I was surprised,
340, 891 on Tampa.
The Rangers had Halak last year. Like, you just go Stalock this season.
They got
probably getting a bit of an upgrade. Oh, they got Quick. That's right. Fuck it. Never mind. Yeah. Just kidding.
I mean, what team really needs
what about like
what team
Florida?
Needs a goalie? Florida's got so many goalies though.
Yeah, but like Alex Lyon isn't like anything crazy. They also don't know if Spencer Knight's coming back. Like you need a backup. Tampa doesn't have anybody behind Vasilevsky right now, I don't think.
Alex Lyon's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
They have Bob,
Spencer Knight, right?
Yeah.
Spencer Knight and was Anthony.
I'll look it up.
Anthony, he's on the Hawks and he's not even a goalie, Jarom.
Anthony
Stolarz?
Oh, Stolarz. Okay.
And Spencer Knight, he also was taking part in the Panthers development camp. He got special permission from the league to do that too. So he might be
I was actually
his way back.
I was listening to the NHL Network and they were down there talking to him, and like, I mean, he sounded good. He sounded excited. What did they say? They were asking him about like doing development camp, and he was like happy because like normally he wouldn't be on the ice by now. Like in the summer, he would wait till at least August, and he's like, I'm glad I'm back on the ice, like getting back to a normal routine and stuff like that. So I mean, I hope he can bounce back, and like anybody that goes into that program, you just cheer for them automatically to hope that they can come back from it.
Speaking of Alex Galchenyuk,
yeah, I hope he can bounce back after that because that was rough.
Yeah. Bounce back, just get right sent to the K. Jesus, I don't think he.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to find a team that could use a backup goalie. Well, isn't Boston still thinking about? They still haven't signed Swayman. Yeah. Were they thinking about moving somebody?
I know they were talking. I think they were trying to figure out who they were going to keep.
Well, I mean, they went bounce back between both of them. Like, I feel like both of them were on the trade block this year.
Yeah, I'm sure it was just like trying to see like what they could get. You know,
right?
There's
rumors that Toronto's going to go after Brian Elliott, which doesn't fucking make any sense to me. I don't know where these rumors are coming from. Like, why would you go sign a 38-year-old goaltender where you don't even have Samsonov signed, and you have Matt Murray? Like,
and you're $10 million over the cap.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Or sorry, 8.
Buffalo's got like 4 goalies too, I feel like.
Yeah, they do. They're all kind
Ottawa only has Korpisalo right now. Anton Forsberg's on IR.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine by the beginning of the season. He was
hurt. To have a third guy though.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Winnipeg can probably use somebody,
especially since they did have those injury issues.
Yeah.
Once
Hellebuyck goes,
I bet Marty Jones goes to Winnipeg.
What about Columbus?
Yeah.
Stalock slotting in. It's like a 2-3.
Because what do they have? Merzlikins and who?
Tarasov. He's only 24, so it's a real young kid.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have an older guy there to help him.
Dude, I just want Stalock to have another contract, man. I thought he was just if it wasn't for like our young guys showing that they might be ready for like the backup role this year, like I would have loved to have Stalock back. Like he was such a spark plug, dude. He was so fucking wild. I remember the first game he had in net, and I was like, what is going on?
His positioning was like fucking horrendous, but like just him out there, like he was just a little spark plug for the team. Like he was just so much fun to watch. He was all over the place. He was in people's faces, just doing the craziest things. Yeah, it was a blast to watch this year.
So yeah, I hope he gets another deal. Yeah, the Tarasov kid, he had 17 games last year. He had a 3.91 goals against average and an 8.92 save percentage. So if Columbus could use a nice little Stalock addition.
The Flyers are paying $9 million to Cal Peterson and Carter Hart.
Also, Tony DeAngelo.
They got Cal Peterson.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got. Jesus, I forgot Ryan Ellis is hurt too.
They're still paying Brzgalov for 4 more years too.
Are they really?
Yeah. He's not he's not like against their cap.
Not against the cap, but because he was a compliance buyout, right? After the
the
lockout.
After the other lockout.
You wanna know who's not? Or I don't know. Was he a compliance buyout? Yeah. Rick DiPietro.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's got 7 more years. Like 1.5.
That's pretty nice.
Unbelievable.
God, I love that.
So much fun.
Was there any other Hawk stuff you guys can think of?
I don't think so.
Kind of like dead time right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much going on. I think the next really big news will be Kurashev.
Yeah. And then when they sign Phil Kessel too.
What is he gonna wear? 18? Can't wear it. 81? Can't wear it. Is he gonna the 8?
26.
That'd be weird, man, if he jumped.
What if he wears 98?
You know what? Bedard is such a nice guy. He might let him have it. Be like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, right.
You watched the video of Bedard signing his contract?
Yeah, I just kind of want to take one by myself now.
Yeah, right.
He's just so wholesome. So wholesome.
Yeah, Kyle right. From Chicago holding on for dear life.
You're my God,
getting away.
I know they got guns in Chicago, but Kyle, calm down, man.
Do you think they already have his second contract already planned out? And he's like, listen, this is what it's gonna be.
No,
I don't
man.
think so because Bedard's like that cap's going up, baby.
Yeah, let's see what that cap looks like, bud.
Yeah.
Also,
unless
actually,
he was like 9.8 for 8 years. Just do the Sid deal. It makes sense, right?
is this McDavid's? He's gonna be up the same time as Bedard, man. He's gonna see if McDavid sets the bar. Also, the fact that Draisaitl's gonna be up a year before them, and if he's gonna be making bank, at that point, 14, 15.
Do you make a play for Draisaitl in Chicago?
I wouldn't want to because it's just it's gonna be so much money.
Can you imagine the two
So
Germans
much
playing
money.
together?
Yeah, but you can imagine if he did.
Yeah, it would be nasty.
Dude, I can't believe he's at. I remember when he signed that contract, 8.5. Everybody's like, "Are you kidding me? Why are you signing him so much?" And literally the next year, everybody's like, "Holy shit, that's a steal."
Yeah. It's
Like,
the same with
oh
the same thing with like Shesterkin too. Like how do you pay a guy so much for playing so little and then he fucking bets done? It's like okay.
And then I mean, you could argue McKinnon's first contract too. He's been like 6.7 or something like that. And then like the next year he went off, and everybody's like,
yeah, but in that defense though, McKinnon was not performing well when he signed that.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. So I mean, that one's kind of hard to say. Like, oh, what? I mean, it ended up being a steal. Like, it was like, thank God you sucked for a couple of years because we look like geniuses now.
Thankfully, Colorado was bad during your ELC until you fucking blow up.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Draisaitl though. I mean, he had 48 points the year before he signed that contract. 45 actually. Jesus Christ. He had 45 points the year he signed the contract, 55 points the next year. I'm looking at assists.
You're looking at assists.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say I didn't think this. So I mean, he had 77 points, 70, and then 105, 110, 84, 110, 128.
I don't know. That 8.5 seems fair for
at 70
points. I mean, that doesn't seem. Maybe it was a little bit different because of the cap, but at the time,
I think it was because it was just like the first season of that 70, and they're just like, "Whoa, like, are you? You're paying him so much,
right?" Yeah, let's look at it.
It's so funny too, being like, "Whoa, 8.5 is a lot for a player." Then you look at NBA. Whoa, like you're only giving him $30 million a year. Like, what is going on?
Dude, their entry level contracts are bigger than fucking any NHL players like max.
NFL like first round pick is like 26 or 28 like $1 million guaranteed.
I think it's 30.
Oh my god. I
think it's 30 max. Which is weird because most NFL contracts aren't guaranteed, so that's like weird.
Yeah.
I think that's a CBA. Their new CBA, they kind of made a thing where rookie contracts are guaranteed, and then after that, it's when they can fuck with you.
So yeah, McKinnon had 63 points. I'm reading points actually this time. 38, 52, and then the year he signed, 16-17, the year he signed, he had 53, and then he had 97, 99, 93, 65, 88, 111. Just went off. He was like, "Oh, cool, you guys have faith in me. That's fun. I'm gonna show up finally."
Yeah, maybe we can just hope that Bedard doesn't pop off till year 4.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, 9.8. It's gonna look real good.
Okay, let me ask you this.
It's gonna be real cool.
15.
Let me ask you this. Do you want him to not pop off where he is going to be more inclined to doing a bridge deal, or do you want to pay him value and convince him to just do an 8-year deal?
No, I want to convince him to do a bridge deal money-wise, but lengthwise.
if it's like an 8-year, do you think that they give him an 8-year? Probably, right?
I think you offer an 8-year. I think Austin
Matthews 12 million.
I think Austin Matthews ruined that for everybody, though. I think a lot of young players aren't going to sign 8-year deals off their first contract.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think it's going to flip that guys aren't going to do that as much, but I feel like a guy like Bedard, where he's literally going to make all the money in the world. He's like McDavid. Like I feel like whether Matthews did that before or after McDavid would have signed the 8-year deal either way, just because like he's there, he's loyal, he knows he's making a lot of money and he wants to win with that team. Like, I
You
feel
think
like Bedard
McDavid just signs another 8-year deal
No.
right after this?
No, I think he
No?
wants to fuck out now. I think his loyalty's gone after everything that they've done.
If they don't win before this in the next 3 years, dude, he's got to be gone. Like for somebody like that whose probably goal is to win the fucking Stanley Cup, obviously, like
he's literally
that,
won everything he can, basically.
Like, do you want does McDavid want to go down as the greatest player to never win a Stanley Cup? Probably not. I think he's gonna jump ship as soon.
He's got so many years left. I'm just like,
But no,
what's happening?
but I'm saying with odd. But what I'm saying was like, is Edmonton gonna be that option? Is he gonna tie himself down to Edmonton for 8 more years?
Well, no, because when Connor Bedard and Connor McDavid are up at the same time, he comes to Chicago to join, and we get Connor squared, and we fucking rule the world for 8 years in a row.
Everybody rips on the Leafs paying 3 guys over $10 million. We're gonna be paying $30 million between 2 guys.
And we'll have 8 cups in a row. I don't fucking care.
And then Draisaitl will just be like, you know what? I'll come on a deal and sign for another 8.5. Yeah.
Patrick Kane comes back league minimum.
Lucas Reichel signs an 8.5 and goes off. It's gonna be
players come and they pay the Hawks to play for them.
It's men's league. You got to pay your league fees before you get it on the ice.
I'm here to put my name on the cup.
Yeah.
Well, the Jonathan Quick in Vegas.
Phil Kessel still has his Iron Man streak somehow going for 6 more Stanley Cups.
Back in Arizona.
Good times. I can't wait to see that future.
Yeah. That's Fantasyland. That's be a GM with turning the cap off.
Oh yeah.
Trades easy.
Yeah, line chemistry off.
Yeah.
I want all snipers.
Loading up my right wings in all 3 forward positions. Just right-handed guys everywhere.
Just putting Bedard on all 4 lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Run it.
EK65 in his prime on all defensive spots too.
Yeah. Fuck. They haven't even announced an NHL 24 yet either.
Nope.
No, it's really weird that they haven't announced the cover or anything. Maybe they're gonna start doing every other year because their games suck and they should take more time to actually build it.
Just give us GM connected. That's all I want. That was so much fucking fun. That's so much fun.
You did it for 1 season.
And it wasn't even the good game too. It was like the fucking stripped down game.
It's 2012. It was Claude Giroux on the cover.
Okay, I'm you're off. Never mind.
Is there any like NHL news?
No. Eric Carlson said he doesn't want to go to Carolina. I saw that.
Oh yeah, because Brett Burns is there.
Why would we want to put Burns? Yeah, like everybody in the fucking world is saying.
On NHL.com, they have an article that says Line open to playing center with Blue Jackets this season.
Was he not open?
I don't know. Like, has he ever played center before?
I don't know.
It says Patrick Laine's experiment at center for the Blue Jackets may have come to a premature end last season, but he's willing to give it another shot. Okay.
Did you guys see what the NBA is doing this season?
The play-in tournament or the tournament mid-season tournament?
Mid-season tournament.
Yeah.
Am I the one that thinks that's fucking stupid?
Oh, it's dumb.
That's so what? It's literally an in-season tournament. So like December, like your regular season games versus like they break you up into a new new categories or conferences for this whole different tournament in the middle of the season, and like your regular season games against those teams count as your like games for that tournament. And then there's an actual like championship in Vegas in December for that, which those games don't count towards your regular season. It's like 3 playoff games. And like everybody's like, oh, it's such a cool idea. Like it like gets more viewership in December. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Like who's gonna care about that at all?
That's really weird. They're just adding like a second championship.
Yeah, mid-season. It's just like a tournament and like that ends in December for I know.
What?
I know. It's really weird. It doesn't make sense.
It's like when the World Juniors happen, and it's just like,
Yeah.
we start paying
But
attention
it's
to that
just the
11 months.
NHL guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
your
just
regular season games count towards it. Like that's it. I don't get it, and I think it's weird. And I don't
It's weird to me that it's mid-season.
I know. And like the people that are like, oh, NHL should think about this. Like, no.
That's the Olympics. Get them back in the Olympics.
Yeah, fuck.
Seriously. Every 4 years, whatever.
And that was the other thing too. People are talking about because the NBA does like a summer league.
Yeah.
For like younger players and all that, and they're like, oh, should the NHL do something like that? Teams already do that.
Beauty League.
There's the beauty league, but then there's also, but it's like the prospect tournaments.
Yeah, and those kids
already
murder each other. The Wild are gonna try and murder the Hawks again. That's all they do.
Yeah, isn't that when Colton Doc got
Yeah, they all just go out there and try and fucking hurt each other.
Yeah, but I got nothing else. I don't know.
Also, I hope Bedard doesn't play in the prospect tournament stuff because not worth it.
No.
He's a prospect in terms of he's playing his first season only.
His age, yeah.
One preseason game too. I don't even want to see him in preseason. Like give him
and make sure it's in Chicago.
Oh,
and you know what I was thinking of? Second.
You know what I was thinking of today was what are some of your like things that you just really want to happen this year that don't have to be like anything too specific or like season long because obviously like the season's probably not going to be like a great season, but as an example, like for some reason I want the Hawks to just beat Winnipeg every fucking time. And then the other one I was like, I just want them to also chase Binnington out of the net every time we hit the Blues. I don't even care if we win. I just want them to fucking score like 5 goals in the first 30 minutes.
I don't care. Yeah.
I don't care.
As soon as you gave your example, I was like, Binnington. Like, fuck that guy.
Bring back Stalock literally just for against the Blues so that he can fight Binnington once.
Dude, fucking Fleury. Let him go. Let him go this time.
I want Bedard to win the Calder.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's a season long thing though, you know?
Yeah.
I want Kane to have a game back in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah, I would hate for him to go to an Eastern Conference team and maybe he doesn't start until like after. Like, what if he went to fucking Pittsburgh, man? Like, and we're playing him game one. But I don't know.
But that's in Pittsburgh.
In Chicago at some point. Yeah, that's in Pittsburgh though.
Give him a little bit. I mean, he deserves that farewell type of thing. Like, you know, the thank you video and all that kind of stuff. Video. Like,
yeah, and it would suck if it was literally a whole another year before he even got that. Like if he didn't end up coming through this year and then he signs another contract somewhere else, or it's like a multi-year deal this year, and in 2 years he comes back and
what if he
weird?
Or what if he comes back? He signs with the Hawks, not this next season, the following season, and then they're like, "Well, we had this prepared for you, so we'll just change it to thank you to welcome home."
Yeah. Instead of thank you crossed out, it's just like welcome back. I love it.
Yeah, that would be really funny. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like the.
That's all I got.
I like the Chase Binnington.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Winnipeg one, but I'm on board for it. I'm fine with that.
Dude, it's just Winnipeg fucking is always just like I thought that they were going to be good, and then they've just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Their whole thing.
Would saying something like seeing Soderblom get majority of the starts would be something? Or is that's
for you, man? I don't want to be a majority of the starts.
Who do you want to majority of the starts?
Mrazek. I don't mind like having the guys roll through.
I want to see 0 points out of McDavid when he comes to Chicago.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's always a fun one.
Yeah. It's hard, but they've done it.
They used to be able to do it.
They used to be able to.
How many goals did Ovechkin get against the Hawks last year in Chicago? 3?
Yeah, you got the hat trick.
I want to see him get 4.
Get a 4.
Ovechkin get 4 against us?
Why not? Get to fucking help him out. I'll help him get, make up for the lockouts and COVID.
I want them to beat Vegas.
Yeah.
I want them to beat Vegas. just cause.
Yeah, man, that's the same with Winnipeg. Like,
Yeah.
it's just cause.
Just cause. And Philly. Fuck Philly.
Oh, they're gonna beat Philly.
Yeah.
Philly's gonna have nobody. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
I can't wait for the first Bedard Fantilli matchup.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be a good build up. That'll be good. I feel like that's gonna be a bigger build up than like the Leo Carlson one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always just like it's always got to be like an American and a Canadian build up, right? Like,
yeah.
But I
And
think
they're
it's
the
too. It's like
Russian.
their playing styles match so much better. Like it's gonna
what am
be.
I thinking of? They're both Canadian. What am I talking about? It's because he played college.
Yeah,
I know.
Because I have
too.
I have the McDavid and like Eichel thing because it was college and juniors.
I literally keep doing the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is random. I just read this. Phil Kessel celebrating his third Stanley Cup day in Toronto again.
Not at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh shit! All right, you guys got anything else?
No. Just kind of shooting the shit, bud.
Shooting the shit. What do you want to call this episode?
We're doing our little Mount Rushmore of favorite
Oh, do
players.
you want to do Mount Rushmore? Or do you want to save it for next week?
Let's just save it. We kind of just rambled for a while.
Yeah, this would be a fun one.
Have fun, guys.
What do you got, Tanner?
What are we calling it? It's official.
The same question I ask you at the end of every episode, and you're shocked every single time when I ask you it.
What about since we did a
It's
terrible
got to be organic, and it's you can never just like pre-plan these kinds of things.
1 in 8 is organic. The others are I don't know. What about since we
I
went
said it's
full dad
it.
joke last time? What about instead of like Bedard party, a Bedardty?
No.
Wow, that was a hard no. Last time with the stupid fucking DeBrincat cat fucking out of the box shit, you were like, yeah, that's great. I'm done.
No. Yeah, man. I was just gonna say it's official. Like,
Yeah, because that sounds great.
Whatever.
Have fun, guys. Have fun with your. It's official.
It's official.
I mean,
Bedardty.
God.
It's official, comma, Bedardty.
Time for a Bedardty. It's official.
Tanner just is upset that he didn't get to name last week, and you stole a dad joke, and he doesn't want to go 0 for 2 on dad jokes.
No, I just don't personally find it that funny.
Whatever, guys.
Oh shit! All right. So episode 232. I haven't decided what I'll put this. It's either gonna be a combination of Nolly and Tanner. It's gonna be none
just
of it.
put like it's officially a Bedardty. Just like I put that.
There you go. Like that.
Yeah, why not? There you go.
Yeah, but sure. I think this is gonna be my new favorite segment that we do, where you ask Tanner for a title and then we argue about the title. It's gonna be great.
A fucking hour episode turns into 2 just by arguing about the title.
Cut down like actual hockey talk just to keep this part in.
We're gonna move this to the front of the episode. And
Yeah. Let's figure out what the name of the episode is first before we start off.
Yeah. All right, episode 232. Make sure to follow us on social media at WCB Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Hockey Podcast Network, promo code THPN. WCB Tic Tac Toe is out, episode 5. We got one more recorded, and then Tanner gets to play. So,
Hey.
and yeah, hopefully we might have some cool new videos coming soon that I'm hoping I know what I'm doing. And they'll be going up really soon too. But yeah, we
Figure
will
it out, bud.
figure it out. We will see you on the next one.
All right. Love you, boys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the WCB Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast. To connect with Jarom and Tanner, check out the boys at WCB Podcast on all social media. We'll see you next time.